Hello everyone, as you could see from the title, today we'll be talking about Tanki Classic for a little, cause I have no clue what in the world Tanki is doing with it. Oh, Tanki Classic, huh? What an amazing project it could have been. But okay, where should we start though? There are quite a couple things I wanted to talk about, I guess. But let's just start with the fact that Tanki Classic was first of all promised to be released in the first half of 2025. It's November, which means it's almost 2026, and the game ain't out yet. The worst thing of all is that the game didn't even go into early access yet. So that probably means that when the game does eventually go into early access, people that did not purchase any early access bundles will still most certainly have to wait a month or 3 minimal. Because of course, Tanki will wipe your progress multiple times during the testing, which means that testing will take a long time. They promised us it was going to release in the first half of 2025, then it was in July, then it was in August, then it kinda was in September, and now it is just, well, I mean, we don't know. It might go into early access this month, it might go into early access next month, it might not even go into early access at all, because they didn't share any information about that, which is kinda sad. They are taking such a long time, man. I mean, they had the wrong approach, like wrong with full capital letters too, you know? I think it would have been a lot smarter if they actually started working on Tanki Classic 1 year before even revealing any details about it. Because it's been roughly 1 year since they first showed us Tanki Classic, and well, people were freaking excited. But if I'm right, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, they did not even start developing anything before that trailer came out. And why did they do that? Because they wanted to see if one of those OG Tanki games would do well. Guys, there are a lot of Tanki copycat games, okay? There is this one copycat game that I won't say by name or I will make 10,000 people angry again, but that certain copycat game roughly has the same amount of Tanki players, which is ridiculous, and there is no way Tanki did not know that. They knew that an OG version of Tanki would be something everyone wants. We've been asking for it for years. So of course it's gonna do well, but not if you release the trailer, talk about it a couple times, make some promises that of course didn't came true. Like the hype right now is just completely gone. And I'm almost on that point where I really don't give a single shit if the game actually comes out or not. I mean, Tanki Online, it's just a dead game. Queues are getting longer, battles are getting more and more unbalanced, augments are usually getting more and more overpowered because, you know, power creeping and stuff. It's just not fun. You always get queued up with the same people. Tanki, why? And now they had this little gem, this little light near the end of the tunnel called Tanki Classic, and they messed it up as well. But it's just very sad. And I mean, I didn't purchase the early access bundle. I did plan on purchasing the silver one, but thank God I didn't. I would have been so pissed at the game. And you know, it's not like it's just a couple bucks, right? The bronze one that you could purchase was like only, what, $10 or something, which isn't all too bad, but it didn't give you early access. The silver one that was like, what, $30 or $35? That one gave you early access. And $30 to $35 for Tanki Classic, while you can play, you know, the copycat version absolutely for free. Yeah, no thank you. And then of course, let's not forget there are also people that bought the golden one, and that one was like, what, $150 or something, which is absolutely ridiculous. I guess it's the people's their own choice if they want to spend money on those types of things or not. I'm glad I didn't spend money, and I'm guaranteed a lot of people that did purchase one of those bundles to be a little disappointed by the fact that they still don't have any early access yet. And then of course, let's not forget about the information that we know of Tanki Classic. I can remember that Tanki Online, they said something along the lines of Tanki Classic will be balanced for everyone. You will not be able to purchase any containers from the shop. Instead, we will have a special subscription that you can purchase. Every month you have to pay just a couple bucks And for that, you'll be able to use chat, you'll be able to create battles and stuff like that, right? But now we also know that, first of all, challenges and stuff will be there. And of course, challenges, they have a silver tier and a golden tier. The silver tier only gives you a couple containers. The golden tier will give you like 3 or 4 times that amount of containers. And you just have to spend a couple dollars for so many containers. Like, excuse me, I can remember that Tanki said you weren't able to purchase anything like that in the shop. Yet you still can. And of course, let's not forget about the 200 containers people got that actually purchased the golden early access bundle. Like, what? Those people will have mountains of supplies, tens of thousands, or probably even hundreds of thousands of crystals in today's Tanki. Like, it's just ridiculous. They say they won't add a shop with all too many things to purchase, yet you can still kind of purchase crystals, you can still kind of purchase containers. It's not directly through the shop, but you can still pay for a golden challenge pass, which will give you exactly those things that weren't supposed to be purchasable. And then of course, let's not forget about other things that we know about the game. I mean, it's really cool that they are adding all the maps in there. It's really cool that we will see M0 to M3 skins back, like all the things you could expect from Tanki Classic. But what about overdrives? What about augments? They didn't used to be an old Tanki. Like, what is a classic version of a game? Like the OG version, you know? The prime time version of a game. For Tanki, I would say that's like, what, roughly 2013, 2014, 2015-ish. I feel like that time was Tanki's prime. And of course, you could add multiple certain mechanics from each year. But overdrives, they fully came out in 2019. Of course, we had the zero supply. That's the old overdrives, the dictator overdrives that we had back in the day. That was something that they added in 2017. And of course, we already had augments that were called alterations that made it in the game in 2016. But all of those things were still relatively balanced. And personally, I don't really think I would mind normal overdrives all too much. You know, the normal ones that we had back in the day in 2017. But no, now you can have special overdrives. You'll have the EMP overdrive if you use XT skins. You will have the freaking Juggernaut overdrive if you use Prime skins. That is ridiculous and so unnecessary. Why call it Tanki Classic if it's not a classic version of the game, man? I don't get it. And then with augments, it's the same problem. It will just be luck based. I mean, I guess it could work out if they are really, really balanced, just like the alterations were back in 2016, but I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. But you know, all those things combined basically creates a game that I'm just not really all too excited for anymore, which is sad, because as I already said, this game really could have been the light near the end of the dark and long tunnel for Tanki, but I just don't see that happening anymore, especially with everything that we now know about it. The game ain't out yet, the game ain't close to being out yet, so we just have to peacefully wait and see what the game eventually becomes after its release. The only thing I do know is that Tanki, they messed it up. They messed it up big time. Tanki Classic was a game that had so much potential, but they ultimately messed everything up. Well then, that's it for today. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're expecting for Tanki Classic and what you think of the game right now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Be sure to have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you once again very soon. Goodbye.